So the process of finding help was really pretty easy. I just Googled DNR, figured out who the forester was that was responsible for our part of the state, made a phone call, and it wasn't more than a few days before he called back and we were able to set up time for him to come out and basically help me do an inventory of what I had out here and give me some advice on what my priorities should be in caring for the land.
When I first met up with John on his property, first off, it was obviously a very beautiful property and it meant a lot to him. He's been waiting a long time to purchase such a beautiful property. And so I first wanted to listen to what his objectives were. Why did he buy the property? What is his long-term, short-term goals? And right away I found it pretty obvious that he was well connected to the land. He really wanted to make it a very healthy landscape, but also a legacy for his future and for his children.
He recommended really what I had in mind, which was a plan. I retired from the executive world. I like to have a long-term plan that I can work against. And Corey was very supportive of the idea of building a plan and figuring out what the priorities should be.
Well, my goal is to make sure that we have a healthy forest out here, as well as meeting the landowner's objectives, which essentially is the same thing. Long-term goal for his family, and make sure that the forest is healthy into the future for him.
So private landowners are really important for the stewardship of wildlife, especially in southwest Wisconsin, because most of the land is owned by private landowners, and probably more than 85 to 90% of the land is owned by private individuals, and that could be recreational land, productive timberland, or farms. And so we really need those folks to engage in the active stewardship of their land, to keep our oaks and all the wildlife that is dependent upon them.
Mike is absolutely right. It's up to us as landowners to take responsibility for our property, but not just for us, because the trees that we plant today will be our children someday.
This landowner was hit by a storm about a couple years ago, and we kind of wanted to help her make lemonade out of lemons. So we found a way to work with Driftless Area Land Conservancy as a partner, and we could match her dollars. And we brought in some private contractors to clear away the invasive brush. And then she's looking at hiring a contractor to do some prescribed firework to keep it open and maintain it so that she can see some of the beautiful wildflowers that she used to and have better access, and then of course increase oak regeneration.
Today we are looking at property that's in a conservation easement with the Driftless Area Land Conservancy, and this property was put into an easement about 15 years ago. And today what we're doing is looking at areas where we would like to restore oak savanna. You'll look around, you'll see these beautiful woods, and you can just keep walking and not notice the spectacular growth that's happening behind us. And we're trying to restore that area.
So by now you must be thinking, wow, this is a pretty big job and probably pretty expensive. Well, in our next segment, you'll see just how easy it is to get help, where to get help, and even how to recoup some of your investment.